Hello students. So now I would be explaining theories of filtration. Okay. So this has been completely made from the book itself. That is, first of all, the introduction, how filtration process has been linked to, that is how rate of filtration depends on certain parameters. So firstly, the flow of fluid through a filter follows the basic rules that govern the flow of any liquid through the medium, offering resistance. Okay, that is, first we have to see what is the driving force, and next thing, what is the resistance that is there for the rate of flow of liquid. So rate of flow may be expressed as rate is equal to driving force upon resistance. That is, driving force, that is the push by the pump or whatever it is, or manually, however you are pouring it in the filter. So that is the driving force with which your liquid will pass. So obviously, driving force, if the driving force is more, your rate of flow would be more. And in the denominator you can see resistance. So resistance would be generally applied, that is, as the process we can say progresses, resistance would be developed. How? Because the solid goes on developing on the porous filter. So you all can see here, see, first thing, the rate of filtration may be expressed as volume in liters per unit time. Driving force is equal to pressure upstream minus pressure downstream. Now that simply means initially with what pressure and velocity the liquid is coming at the downstream, that is when the process progresses, the pressure would be decreased. Hence it is upstream minus downstream. And as I have said, why is the resistance? See, it is given, resistance is not constant. It increases with an increase in the deposition of solids on the filter medium. So as and when the solids go on depositing, that is, your clear liquid is passing and your solids are getting deposited on the filter medium, that time there is developed resistance. So therefore filtration is not a steady state. Okay, next thing, the rate of flow will be greatest at the beginning of filtration process. Okay, since the resistance is minimum since there is no solid deposited, rate of flow would be the greatest. After forming of filter cake, its surface acts as a filter medium and solids continuously deposit, adding to the thickness of the cake. So that solid cake is formed, so its thickness gives resistance to the flow of liquid. So you can see in this diagram, the powder or the granule bed that is there is visualized like this, as a bundle of capillaries, that is one layer, below that a layer. See, as such you cannot see any layer, but this is for your understanding ki they are saying the length is the entire area. Okay, then the upstream pressure, downstream pressure, then surface area, how much is the entire area that is covered. But see what are the labelings, that is the surface area, the length is the whole length of the capillary that they are considering, capillary meaning the layer one on the one above the other, and then viscosity, flow rate is m cube upon unit time. So filtration process parameters is a diagram of filtration process parameters, that is pressure, surface area, length and viscosity. Then resistance to flow is related to several factors as I have discussed now. So resistance to movement is equal to pressure upstream minus pressure downstream upon length of capillaries. Okay, now three scientists have given three equations to explain this parameters, how rate of flow is affected by different parameters, as we have seen above. The above thing what you have seen is a hypothesis ki okay, these things are happening when solid gets deposited. Okay, so those were the you can say those are the parameters which affects your rate of flow of your liquid, and these parameters how they are all interlinked is explained by three scientists. Now pay attention properly that after Poiseuille's equation comes the next and comes the other. All these are like the first one is basic, then there is modification of the basic first one, and the third one would be modification of the second one. Whatever was a drawback of the earlier would be covered in the next one. So this is like a flow, no need to study it separately. When theory of filtration is asked, separate theory won't be asked. How you have to write? You have to give the introduction ki this way the rate of flow is there, it is dependent upon resistance, and resistance is not there initially, but it is there when the process progresses, since there is solid deposited on your filter medium. Okay, so first equation was given by Poiseuille, that is the very first thing. Poiseuille considered that filtration is similar to the streamline flow of liquid under pressure through capillaries. So he is saying कि it is a streamline flow, that is a proper particular flow of liquid under pressure through capillaries. Now capillaries, exactly capillaries are not there, these are all hypotheses. Okay, they are assuming in a proper fashion, a proper style, streamline. Whenever you say a process is streamlined, meaning it is proper channeling. Okay, so this way it is considered that filtration occurs like this. So what equation Poiseuille give? V is equal to pi delta P r raised to 4 upon 8 L eta. Okay, V is your rate of flow, which depends upon all these factors in the RHS. Okay, so what is delta P? Pressure difference, that you all know, upstream and downstream pressure. Then R is equal to radius of capillary, which you have seen in the earlier diagram. So you need to quickly draw that short diagram when you explain theory of filtration. Then L is thickness of the filter cake. Okay, the capillary length, what is considered. Then eta is viscosity of the filtrate. If your filtrate is water, assume water, then viscosity is not an issue. But if your filtrate is not water and some thick fluid, then viscosity will also impart resistance. Okay, so meaning the liquid will also impart some amount of resistance to the flow. If it is water, then it is not your liquid is not imparting any resistance, but only your solid that deposits imparts resistance. So what is the next point? If the cake is composed of bulky mass of particles and the liquid flows through the interstice, then flow of liquids through these may be expressed by this equation. So what Poiseuille is assuming कि if the cake, that is solid, whatever is deposited, is composed of bulky mass of particles, okay, that is too much mass is getting quickly deposited and the liquid flows through the spaces in between of those particles, then this equation is applicable. Okay, so Poiseuille's assumption was about bulky mass depositing and liquid flowing through the interstices. Now we'll see the second one, that is Darcy's equation. What Darcy say now? See, Poiseuille assumed the capillaries found in the filter are highly irregular and non-uniform. So he assumed that the capillaries are irregular, non-uniform. So see, when you say कि something is irregular, non-uniform, then how can you justify its radius and length and all? Okay, because now every other capillary would be different in radius, different in length. So now for clearing that doubt, Darcy has put some modification. So what is the correction that Darcy has put? We will see. Therefore, if the length of capillary is taken as the thickness of the bed, a correction factor for radius is applied. Why correction factor? Because Poiseuille is saying it is irregular. If things are irregular, you cannot have proper radius. So Darcy is adding a correction factor for the radius, that it is applied so that the rate is closely approximated and simplified. Also, someone had asked me ki in theories, in the video that earlier I had shared, derivations were there. No derivations are to be studied for farm engineering. You need to study whatever I am telling, whatever equations are there, and only in your Bernoulli's theorem in very simple language that I have told, that is PE, KE, XA, whatever is there. In that simple terminology, you have to go through the whole derivation. No proper big derivations are there in your syllabus to be covered. Okay, so you just focus on the main equations that are there, equation, formula and all. No need to see for derivations. So, okay. So the factors influencing rate of filtration has been incorporated into the Darcy's equation. What is that? V, that is rate of flow, is equal to K A delta P upon eta L. Okay, so K is permeability coefficient of cake. M square. A is equal to surface area of porous bed. Surface area you had seen in the above diagram, that the entire area of all the capillaries was considered, and K is the correction factor. Okay, permeability coefficient. Now what do we understand by permeability? Okay, so that has been explained next. See, first of all, that permeability depends on the characteristics of cake, porosity, specific surface area, compressibility. See, if your that solid deposit is porous, so if it is porous, then permeation is more. Permeation simply means passing, diffusing from that certain deposit. Okay, so if your layer is porous, it is better. If the surface area is more, then the permeation would be good. if it is compressible, that is if you can compress the solid, push it down, then your liquid can pass through it. Okay, if the layer is too rigid, then it would be a hindrance or resistance that you can say. Okay, now see what permeability has been explained. Permeability may be defined quantitatively. Permeability may be defined quantitatively as the flow rate of a liquid of unit viscosity across a unit area of cake having unit thickness under a pressure gradient of unity. Okay, so this simply means flowing of some liquid through a certain area of solid deposit. So how its permeation is, that defines permeability. So what is the ability of the liquid to pass through a certain area of cake, okay, of whatever thickness. See, viscosity of the liquid and thickness of the cake are taken into consideration in the definition. Then this equation is valid for liquids flowing through sand, glass beds and various porous media. If you have gone through the book, you would come to know there are various filter beds. So sand is also one thing which can be used as filter. Then glass beds, various porous medias are there. So if you have different kind of such things, filter media, then this equation is applicable. Then this model is applied to filter beds or cakes and other types of depth filters. And this equation is further modified by including characteristics of your permeability K by Kozeny-Kármán. So that is the third equation. So the last equation is Kozeny-Kármán equation, that is by two scientists, Kozeny and Kármán. So okay, now what modification? It brought into consideration that whatever sand layer is there, glass bed or whatever porous mediums are there, they are not same throughout the bed, or you can say they are not very much uniform in dimensions. They are sinuous and tortuous, means they are full of curves and you can say irregularities. Your sand media or all such porous media cannot be very much in level, or you can say cannot be dimensionally accurate. You cannot have their length, breadth like that. So what is the equation? V is equal to A upon eta S square into delta P upon K L into epsilon cube upon 1 minus epsilon the whole square, where epsilon is porosity of the cake. Now this is important factor that was considered. Porosity. What is the porosity of sand bed, or how is it allowing the liquid to flow? That is taken into consideration. Then S is specific surface area of particles comprising the cake. Now this is better rather than having a accurate surface area, which is not possible when you have such irregular you can say filtration beds. We can have specific surface area, okay, that is considering different dimensions. And K is your Kozeny constant, usually taken as 5. He had given it depending on the experiment he performed. Then other terms are same as previous equations. So what are the limitations? Okay, it does not consider the fact that depth of granular bed is lesser than the actual path traversed by the fluid. That is, whatever distance was covered by the filter bed is not the actual one that is traversed, or you can say traveled by your fluid. An actual path is not same throughout the bed, but it is sinuous or tortuous. Okay, now see, he had considered specific surface area, but still there is a limitation, or you can say the exact surface area can never be known, because your sand bed or your different porous media would be always full of twists and turns and curves. So since actual path is not same throughout the bed, your specific surface area also cannot be defined well.